Hi, my name is Mark Stewart. I'm applying to be a tutor with your company. Um, you asked for a short introduction. I was a classroom English teacher for about 8 years, mostly in Chicago, um, and just teaching English. I have been an online English tutor for another 4 years. Um, I live in Wisconsin. Um, I'm from Denver, Colorado, and I've lived also in Chicago for quite some time. As far as my experience teaching online, I've taught for four different companies: uh, Italki, Preply, ClassGap, and SuperProf. Mostly Italki. I've worked mostly with adults who are learning English as a second language, but I have had some child students, one of whom was at an international baccalaureate school in Beijing, and I taught him for about 3.5 years. He's just finished his high school and moving on. Um, and so that's the international baccalaureate that you were asking for. One of my first teaching positions, my actual first high school teaching position, I was working part-time for a yeshiva in Skokie. Skokie is a suburb of Chicago, and a yeshiva is a Jewish boys' school. And one of the first classes I taught was advanced placement English to freshman students. So there's two of the things that you were asking for. Um, my teaching style and strength, it sort of depends on what your program is, right? Um, if you're going to give me all the materials I need, then I'm just going to follow um, your materials and whatever training you give me. What I do a lot, though, is just work one-on-one with students. I like to find out what their interests are because when I'm trying to explain something, I like to use examples that they're interested in. It keeps us focused on what I'm trying to teach them. I have a lot of my own materials that I'm happy to share with students for vocabulary, pronunciation, grammar. Um, I have, as when I was teaching the student in Beijing, I developed some resources for helping students to take tests. Um, I don't think he was taking exactly the SAT or the ACT, but some of the test taking strategies I imagine are quite the same. So I work with him on that. So that's pretty much everything. If you need more information, please let me know, and I'm happy to share it with you. Thanks a lot. Bye bye.